Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born thriller and the good boy gone bad, living the bad and dangerous life off the wall. And if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated. I'm just saying. So YouTubers, what's going on? Welcome everyone to the WWE NXT review. Let me do it the way I want to do it. Welcome everyone to the WWE NXT review. And this will be your WWE NXT TAKEOVER Philadelphia edition. The show from January 27th, 2018. And folks, all I gotta say about this show, what else is there to say other than it was a good show? Once again, WWE NXT just blew away anything that the WWE's main roster has done. And they always do. So, before we get to the matches itself, let's get to this. Let's get the business out of the way first. So when it comes to WWE NXT TAKEOVER Philadelphia from January 27, 2018, at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the official theme song was "Into the Fire" by Asking Alexandria. And also, when the light comes on, again from Asking Alexandria. So there you go. There you go. And also, before we get to the matches itself, just want to say that the total amount wrestling for NXT TAKEOVER Philadelphia, five matches. This was a 2-hour show. And I did go in overtime a little bit, but based on how I saw the time on the video while I was watching on the WWE Network. Also, I want to plug something else. If you haven't seen my live reactions when it comes to WWE NXT TAKEOVER Philadelphia, which I entitled WWE NXT TAKEOVER Philadelphia Live Reactions, a new playlist I decided to come up with on my YouTube channel. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, check it out and see my reactions of how I feel about the show. So, but that being said, let's get to the matches. But first, let me get this one out of the way too before we get to the actual matches. During the pre-show, I did watch a little bit of it. You have Renee Young. No, I'm sorry, never Young. Well, actually, Renee Young was on the show, but also with Corey Graves, but they were backstage. Let me get that out of the way first. So, Renee Young and Corey Graves were backstage, and they were giving out awards when it comes to NXT. They give out the NXT Rivalry of the Year award, which it goes to the Velveteen Dream versus Aleister Black. Then they give out the NXT Male Competition of the Year to Aleister Black, the NXT Breakout Star of the Year to Aleister Black, the NXT Female Competitor of the Year, Asuka, the NXT Match of the Year, Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate for the WWE United Kingdom Championship from NXT TakeOver Chicago from last year, and then the NXT overall competitor of the year, Asuka. So basically, Asuka has won 2 awards. Aleister Black has won 3 awards. Velveteen Dream has won 1 award. Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate won that award as well. You know, they both won on the award that they both were that were featured in. So when it comes to the to who was on the pre-show, you have Charlie Caruso, Sam Roberts, and Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe on commentary, he was being a babyface. He was basically cutting promo like he's being a babyface. Well, I won't say cutting promo, but talking like he's a babyface. He didn't have that bad attitude on the pre-show. And I thought that alone, Samoa Joe. Like, wait a minute, are we gonna turn Samoa Joe or that's right, it's NXT. That's different. That's different from the main roster, because the they don't want to make any sense there. So on the live comments here. Hey, what's up, King Rex? That main event though, Oh yeah, maybe I'll get to that later. So let's get on the way here. And there was no pre-show matches, by the way, on the card. So, but let's get to the actual show. The show opened up with a video package about them coming into Philadelphia, and the narrator was Paul Heyman. Not only he was the narrator, but they showed Paul Heyman on there. You know, because Paul Heyman is best known being in Philadelphia when it comes to ECW. You know, Extreme Championship Wrestling. I'm just saying. But yeah, they show a video package of it. I thought it was a pretty cool video for the highlights, video highlights to open up the show. You know, it shows Philadelphia. It shows a couple of other competitors that were competing on the show. And again, you got Paul Heyman there. You know, one of the best talkers in WWE today. Script or no script, one of the best. So let me get this out of the way first. When it comes to the commentators, now originally it will be Mauro Ranallo with Nigel McGuinness and Percy Watson. Unfortunately, Nigel McGuinness wasn't there. And so right here, he's not there due to an illness. I don't know what illness it is. I haven't heard anything about Nigel McGuinness' illness that he's suffering right now. But hopefully he's alright. Nigel McGuinness, my best wishes to us out to you. Even though he won't watch this video, but still, I'm just saying, it's the thought that counts. So for now, it was Percy Watson and Mauro Ranallo, 2 commentators on the show instead of 3 commentators. King Rex says, pray for Nigel. Yes, I agree. And by the way, that's not how you spell Nigel, by the way. I'm just saying. You just take the E out of next to the N, and you're good. So let's get to the first match. The first match, surprisingly, this actually surprised me. The NXT Tag Team Championship. Like, already? We're going to this match, right? Because I thought the match was going to open up with the Velveteen Dream versus Cassius Ohno. But nevertheless, so we get the NXT Tag Team Championship up on the first, the kick off the show. That's at 14 minutes and 50 seconds. It will feature AOP, which is Authors of Pain. We have Akam and Razor being accompanied by their manager, Paul Ellering, to take on the Undisputed Era, which you have Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the defending NXT Tag Team Champions. So, as far as the match was, folks, pretty good. What else is there to say? The first match opened up the card. This ended up being one of my favorites throughout the show. So, basically, AOP was first dominating the match. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, they at one point they're trying to leave, but then AOP cut them off. Also, Akam and Razor, AOP, they went for the dope team. Basically, Razor got, I'm trying to remember who it was. It was Bobby Fish or it was Kyle O'Reilly. It was one of those two. Let me see. I got the notes here. I could see who they trying to do it to. Okay, Kyle O'Reilly. So Kyle O'Reilly got caught in a double team move from AOP. So you have Razor going for holding up Kyle O'Reilly. I think he's going to go for a side slam, but then also you got Akam from the second turnbuckle to go for his stomp onto Kyle O'Reilly. That's one of the original double team moves from AOP that they always do. But then, as Akam did that, all of a sudden Akam, he was holding on to his left knee. So maybe he tweaked his knee or something like that. Basically, he's favoring the knee. He's favoring a knee injury. And I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, is this what they're gonna go for? They're gonna go for a protective gloss for AOP, where their knee got hurt. From Akam. King Rex, what you said there? I didn't catch that. Raw 25 was better. Just kidding. LL. Oh my god, that show was garbage. I don't get how anybody thought that show was good. But next there, King Rex. Next there. But anyways, yeah, like I said, Akam, he was favoring the knee injury. And I like saying to myself, okay, this could be the finish of the match, and it ends up being that. But in the meantime, you have AOP losing control of the match against Undisputed Era. So all of a sudden we get to the end of the match, and AOP was going for the finishing move, the final chapter, and it was countered by, actually that was someone from It was from here. Let me see. Oh yeah, let me point this out first. So we have Razor going for a Samoan drop and a fallaway slam combo onto the Undisputed Era. Pretty cool spot. Excuse me. So, okay, at this point now we get. That's nothing. Kyle O'Reilly and Razor. Oh my God, they were going at each other here. For those who don't know about anything about Razor, Razor is a former MMA fighter, a legit MMA fighter, a legit badass to say the least. And you got Kyle O'Reilly who's got MMA background, which it fits well when it comes to going up against a big guy like Razor. That was pretty cool. I was it was pretty cool to see those two clash. And then Bobby Fish got into it as well to Razor. So yeah, and like I said in the match, they were working on Akam's knee, because he was fearing the left knee. So they try to go for their final chapter. Yeah, they try to go for the final chapter, but then Bobby Fish goes for the flying knee. Was it the flying knee or? Yeah, he does the flying knee onto Akam. To make sure that they'll do the finishing tag team moves. Now let's get to the finish of the match. So at this point now we get to Akam getting a win back here. He gets Kyle O'Reilly with a buckle bomb, and I thought that was one of the best buckle bombs I've ever seen. So Razor goes for the big boot to Fish. Also, they go in for their super collider. They went for it, and they completed it. But Razor goes for a pop on to Bobby Fish. I believe it was Bobby Fish that he did it to. Yeah, Bobby Fish. But Akam, for some reason, he couldn't complete it because, again, he's favoring the knee injury. And, well, there it is. It's the finish. And so, sure enough, Kyle O'Reilly goes for a Hurricanrana, sending Akam to Razor. Razor gets out of the ring because of that. And then Bobby Fish, who's legal in the match, rolls up Akam and gets a 3 count in the win. So, your winner and still, I'm about to say, still, your NXT Tag Team Champions, the Undisputed Era. Holy crap. What a hell of an opener this match was. This was a good match, folks. So yeah, the Undisputed Era retains their NXT Tag Team Championships. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Undisputed Era shocked the system. That's the symbol of Undisputed Era, in case anyone doesn't know that. So yeah, there you go. Incredible match, folks. One of my favorite matches on the card. And I'll get to more or one of my favorites when we get to it. Next, we get to at ringside where we see War Machine. For those who know who War Machine is, they used to be in Ring of Honor and in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Raymond Rowe and Hanson. Hanson. I sound like I said Hanson. No, Raymond Rowe and Hanson. War Machine were there, and they was doing their sign, and yeah, they're there, and you know that means that means they're part of NXT. They're officially signed with WWE, and I'm sure everyone knows about that though, but just let everyone know that they watch the show, they end up showing up there. So, all right, next we get to the Velveteen Dream versus Cassius Ohno. This match lasted 10 minutes and 45 seconds. So we get the Velveteen Dream coming out. And he's in his boxing shorts, like he's a professional boxer, which he's not. But it was alright, and basically it was a nice design of it, by the way, a picture of him and a picture of Cassius Ohno. But whatever. He has his own mouth guard, by the way. It was the color purple, And then we get Cassius Ohno coming out. He's he's in black and yellow. So the match happens. So Velveteen Dream guarantee a knockout to the knockout artist Cassius Ohno, and sure enough, he gives him a knockout blow. And all of a sudden, it happened in 30 seconds. By the way, I should point that out. That the Velveteen Dream knocked him out for a little bit, and referee's and basically the Velveteen Dream is telling the referee to count, and it's only a pinfall submission. It's not a boxing match. But he was basically throwing his hands up, doing some boxing moves and all that, punching the turnbuckle before the match started too and all. So yeah, so then now let's get back to this. So also, catches his own case back up, goes for a nasty forearm, basically knocking out the mouthpiece out of the Velveteen Dream's mouth. The mouth guard basically. And the match continues on between these two. Match itself was decent at this point. Yeah, and Velveteen Dream going for these strikes and everything, and they was going they was going for trading blows to each other. So all of a sudden, Cassius Ohno was trying to go for something to the Velveteen Dream. I'm trying to remember what. Oh, I'm sorry. The Velveteen Dream trying to set up his DDT move, which by the way I need to see what the name is that move is that he was trying to go for. Let me see. Oh yeah, he went for if I got this right, the Hammerlock Flatliner style DDT. But he hit it, but it didn't come out that good. It wasn't very impactful. To me, I think he botched that spot a little bit. It fell flat right there. Then we get to another move where Cassius Ohno's going to charge after Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream catches him, try to go for the rolling Death Valley Driver, but he messed that. But the Velveteen Dream messed that spot up too. And I see myself, oh man, this match is becoming reckless now. It's that's not going well. I mean, it wasn't a bad match. I just thought because of those two botches, it lowered down the where it could switch to that better gear where it could have been a good match. So then also we get to Cassius Ohno going for the ripcord rolling elbow, which by the way the way he does it is that it's basically like catches like Okada when it comes to the Rainmaker, but instead of the clothesline, he goes to turn around and then he goes for a discus of rolling elbow, and hits it. And he did hit it, but didn't get the win. So also we get to Cassius Ohno going for the hangman's elbow, but the Velveteen Dream counters into the cartwheel Death Valley Driver, and this time he did it very well. And then he goes for his finishing move, from the top rope, but not from the top rope, but on top of the ring post. Should I say the LED ring post? Stupid. And he goes for the purple Rainmaker, which is the flying elbow drop. He hits it and gets a 3 count in the win. So your winner, the Velveteen Dream. And yeah, match itself was solid. I just wish it could have been better because, again, there was 2 botches in the matches, in that match. So, it was obviously because of the Velveteen Dream. By the way, the Velveteen Dream was getting over with these crowds. They were chanting for the Velveteen Dream, and they were chanting "Say my name," and yeah. So next we get to a video package, hyping up the next match, which is going to be the NXT Women's Championship. It was a good video package. So, that being said, let's get to this. So we get Shayna Baszler versus the NXT Women's Champion Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship. That lasted 10 minutes and 6 seconds. So let's get to the match itself. Shayna Baszler, for those who don't know, is a former UFC fighter. Just I'm trying to point out there, and she's also known as the Magician's Submission, or the Submission of Magicians, like that. I think that was the nickname. And she's also the Queen of Spades. That's her symbol, by the way. Yeah, she's a legit badass. And in this match, I was going for Shayna Baszler to win, but unfortunately, that's not what happened. So here's what happened. So Ember Moon is avoiding everything that Shayna Baszler was trying to do to her. Even when it comes to the and folks, I'm trying to pronounce this because I was trying to pronounce this during the live reactions, but it's called Kyra Fuda Clutch. I think that's what it's called. Marvel Monroe kept referring to it on the name of the clutch that Shayna Baszler does, which is her finishing move. But I just couldn't pronounce it. I couldn't make out what he was saying. So I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. But for now, I'm gonna call it the Renegade Clutch. Until I learned how to say the name of the move. So Ember Moon basically was having trouble going up against Shayna Baszler. She got a little offense at the end, but then all of a sudden, just like what happened with Dakota Kai, that Shayna Baszler did to her a few weeks ago on NXT, on NXT, a few weeks, yeah, like again, a few weeks ago. She does the same thing to Ember Moon, stomping onto the arm, and Ember Moon's arm was wrecked. Her left arm, basically. What was her left arm? Yeah, it was her left arm. So Ember Moon was working on with a injured arm. She couldn't use that much. At one point, we got doctors coming checking up on her to see if she could continue, and she did. Actually that didn't happen yet. It happened when Ember Moon got some offense in the match, but at the end of the day, Shayna Baszler was dominating the match. So all of a sudden, Ember Moon goes to the top. She's going for her finish move, the Eclipse, and I said to myself, wait a minute, can you do it? Can you do it with one arm? Sure enough, she hit it. She hit the Eclipse with one arm, but unfortunately, she couldn't capitalize on the victory because she was still favoring the injured arm. So that's when the doctors come in to check on her. So Shayna Baszler gets back up. She goes for the cross arm breaker, and Ember Moon was trying to get out of it and everything. She's going to the ropes. She did get to the ropes, but then Shayna Baszler gets her off the ropes and get back into the cross arm breaker. Continues to haul into the cross arm breaker. Ember Moon is desperately trying to get out of it. She's rolling through and everything, but Shayna Baszler, because she's an expert when it comes to submissions, because she's a former UFC fighter, she still got the arm locked in, and Ember Moon looked like she was going to tap out, and all of a sudden she rolls Shayna Baszler a nice way to pull her shoulders down. And I'm like, holy shit, no, and sure enough, Ember Moon beats Shayna Baszler, and like, damn it. I'm like, wow, really? That I was not happy about that, but this match was also a pretty solid match too. To me, this match was better than the Velveteen Dream versus Cassius Ohno. But yeah, but the match itself, I enjoyed it though. I did enjoy it. I just didn't like the winner because the Ember Moon character, it's not working for me. I think the character sucks. Good wrestler, but the character sucks. So yeah, so Shayna Baszler looks disappointed. So after that, I think I got the real name here, by the way, of the submission move. So Shayna Baszler goes right after Ember Moon after being helped up by the trainers, goes for her Kaira Fuda clutch. Again, I think that's how you pronounce it, but I gotta look back at that. But still, Shayna Baszler snapped. She went after Ember Moon from behind, get her in that renegade clutch, and she would not let go. She let go afterwards, but then she went back on it, and then she put more pressure into it, and then she let go again because this time they pulled her off. And Ember Moon was selling it like she couldn't breathe, like she was gasping for air, and then she drew from her mouth. I'm like, holy shit, Ember Moon, she's selling that move that is dangerous. That she could. Holy shit, man. Now, if Shayna Baszler would have went for that move, she would have won. In the match. But overall, the match itself was pretty solid. And like I said, it was better than Cassius Ohno versus the Velveteen Dream. All right, before we get to the next match, we get to another guy who showed up at ringside. Sitting there at ringside, which by the way we already knew that he was going to end up being there. Is Ricochet. He's going by Trevor Ricochet Man. Basically, his real name, Trevor Man. But also they're going to also use his nickname too, by the way. And so he's going to be known as Trevor Ricochet Man. And he like I said, he'll show up at ringside watching this next match. And yeah, there you go. Nothing else to say about Ricochet. Then we get to this video package. Hype about this next match, which is going to be Adam Cole versus Aleister Black in an Extreme Rules match. The match lasted 22 minutes and 22 minutes and 2 seconds, I meant to say. So here we go. Let's get to the match. So they both start off the match, without any weapons first, obviously. Then all of a sudden they start on pulling out weapons. Well, basically, Adam Cole was pulling out the weapons. Adam Cole was tossing chairs in the ring. Adam Cole at one point tried to use a steel chair onto Aleister Black. But here's how it happened though. So Adam Cole had a steel chair, but Aleister Black avoids it, which sends Adam Cole out on the outside, and then Aleister Black goes to pretend to do a Firefly move onto Adam Cole, but instead goes for a springboard to put himself back into the ring, and and put himself in the seat position in the middle of the ring, Indian style. Adam Cole tried to get back, was going to get in the ring with a steel chair, hit him with a steel chair. But Aleister Black, ducked from it, and then all of a sudden Adam Cole was back in the ring. I mean back outside of the ring. Aleister Black was sitting on the steel chair waiting for Adam Cole to get in the ring. So Aleister Black allowed Adam Cole back in the ring. He got rid of the steel chair. So the match continues on, and they both start fighting outside, where we had Adam Cole putting out chairs into the ring, trash can into the ring. At one point, got a kendo stick, and then Aleister Black gets a kendo stick too. They get in the ring. They have a standoff on the kendo stick, but they didn't get the music yet. All of a sudden, Aleister Black tosses the kendo stick away, and Adam Cole is yelling at him, saying, "You're stupid." And then all of a sudden, he swings at the kendo stick at him. But Aleister Black was fighting him off with it, without the kendo stick. And then all of a sudden, he goes for the springboard moonsault, but Adam Cole catches him in midair, right to the gut with the kendo stick. Excuse me. Adam Cole then goes outside the ring and sets up a table outside the ring. Goes back in the ring, to go after Aleister Black. Aleister Black makes a comeback. Then all of a sudden, Aleister Black goes out there to get a table as well, to set up a table next to the other table that Adam Cole set up on the outside the ring. And he's trying to go back in. He wanted to go back in the ring, but then all of a sudden, he wanted to get something else underneath the ring. He got a ladder. So Aleister Black gets the ladder. And by the way, at this point, Adam Cole was bleeding from his hand. He got a nasty cut from his hand. I don't know how, but he was bleeding mercifully. So all of a sudden, Adam Cole, not Adam Cole, Aleister Black tried to bring the ladder into the ring, but also Adam Cole kicks, just a baseball slide to kick the ladder onto Aleister Black. They end up fighting outside the ring again. They want to go back into the ring. Adam Cole tried to go for a Ushigoroshi on the steel chair like he did last time, a couple weeks ago on NXT. But then, but he couldn't do it because Adam Cole was, I believe he was losing. I think he made his rib cage was damaged from the steel chair. I forgot to mention that. So that's why he could. It was hard for him to pick up Aleister Black because of that. Aleister Black then all of a sudden goes for a nasty double foot stomp onto Adam Cole. Like, holy shit. That was the way he delivered that move. It was sick. One second. I'm trying to read what I missed here. Oh yeah, at one point we had doctors attending Adam Cole because he had a cut open from his hand. Alright, so back to this. So Adam Cole tosses a chair to Aleister Black. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped some parts. Let me get back to this. So okay, so yes, like I said, we had a couple of doctors coming in to check on Adam Cole. They had the alcohol ready for him and the towels to wipe up the blood from his hand. And like, really, you like seriously, like this company. Unbelievable. But whatever. So Aleister Black went on the top rope, but also Adam Cole tosses him in a steel chair. And Aleister Black caught the chair, but then Adam Cole goes for a super kick to Aleister Black with the steel chair hitting his face, and all of a sudden he falls off the turnbuckle onto the two tables. Adam Cole goes outside the ring, brings him back in the ring, goes for a cover, but only gets a 2 count. So Adam Cole goes again for the Ushigoroshi. But before he went to go for that move, he set up the 2 chairs in the ring, and it's like he's gonna try to place him on this chair, with the Ushigoroshi. But then all of a sudden he's like, you know what? He's gonna do something with the steel chairs. So he had to, basically, the way he did it, he had the two chairs. Let's just say the chair. This is just the city part of the chair. But instead of doing that, he turned the chairs around, and you got this instead. So basically, Adam Cole was gonna put him the way he's gonna do it. He's gonna basically hurt Aleister Black by doing the Ushigoroshi on it. Basically, here's the best way to show you. Let me get this jacket all the way. Basically, he wanted to use this part. Martin used this part with the two chairs to put them together. That's what I'm basically trying to say. That's what Alan Cole was doing. So, anyways, so Alan Cole tried to go for the Ushigoroshi, but then also Black counters. And let me see. I can't remember what he went for. I think he went for a Death Valley driver, or should I say the standing fireman's carry onto those two chairs that Alan Cole landed on that he set up for. And I'm like, holy shit, Alan Cole, he took that bump like a beast. Man, that was awesome. And then the crowd were trying to use the Zerva to Alan Cole. Holy shit. So then the match continues on. Aleister Black goes for the sliding knee at this point. Let me see. Yeah, he goes for the sliding knee. So let's go to the finish here, right? The match. Also, he goes for the cover, and exactly what I said on the preview when I did the preview this week. The Undisputed Era comes out. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish comes out to the aid of. Hold on a second. Let me get this out of the way. To the aid of Alan Cole, and they attack Aleister Black. And also they was going to try to put him to a broadcast table. Which by the way was at ringside. And also we get Sandy coming in. Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane shows up too. And while they're fighting, at the alleyway, Killian Dane in the ring wipes them all out with the Tope Con Hilo. I mean the Tope Suicida. Suicide dive basically. But still, wow, Killian Dane, he's a beast. So then, Alan Cole goes after Aleister Black from the near the broadcast table. He's going to try to put him to a broadcast table, but then Aleister Black counters and he goes for the double knees onto Alan Cole to the broadcast table. Now at first I thought my first was on live reactions I thought it was the double foot stomp, but it was actually a double knee instead. I made that I didn't record myself on that mistake because I forgot to point it out. So also they go back in the ring, they start fighting. Basically they go back into the ring. Alan Cole gets a steel chair. Also Black gets back in the ring. Also Alan Cole goes after him, but then also Aleister Black goes for the Black Mass, which is a spinning hook kick, and gets a 3 count in the win. So your winner, Aleister Black. And folks, this match was incredible too. Next to the tag team championship, next to the NXT Tag Team Championship match, this ends up being my second favorite. Until we get to the main event. Speaking of the main event, let's get to it. But before we do, also we see EC3 at ringside, former Impact / TNA star. He's right at ringside in the suit, and yeah, EC3 is part of WWE now. He's back. He's back in WWE. So yeah, they're calling him EC3 now. I doubt that they're gonna call him Ethan Carter the third. They probably should call him EC3 because EC3 owns the trademark of the name of EC3. But yeah, he's on NXT now, and we'll be seeing him pretty soon on NXT. I do think he's gonna be in the Rumble, but we'll see. Next, we get to the video package to hype up this main event match for the NXT Championship. For the NXT Championship, that lasted 32 minutes and 34 seconds. Andrade Cien Almas being accompanied by Selena Vega versus Johnny Gargano, and Cien is the champion. Johnny Wrestling is the challenger. Alright folks, now I'm going to go to the highlights of these matches. Here we go. First, Andrade Cien Almas comes out with his old La Sombra mask. And also, I saw in the crowd, the Los Ingobernables, because that person, that fan, knows that Andrade Cien Almas as La Sombra was a former leader of the Los Ingobernables from Mexico, and not to be confusing when it comes to the other factions of Los Ingobernables de Japón, from New Japan. So yeah, it was nice to see La Sombra's mask that's worn by by Andrade on this. So yeah, and then we get to Johnny Gargano coming in, and we see that Johnny Gargano has his wife Candice LeRae, which by the way, Candice LeRae is also signed with WWE, and also at ringside is Gargano's family too. So let's get to the match, folks. So they both have a stalemate for one another. They both try to go for finishing moves on each other at one another as well. Basically, they're going for some nice chain wrestling, which is pretty cool that they're showcasing their wrestling. Gargano goes for a running rana and a drop kick. He goes for an arm drag into an arm bar. Cien comes back with a big overhand chop, I meant to say. Gargano on the second rope for Hurricane Rana. Then clotheslines Honest outside the ring. Gargano avoids an apron moonsault. Then hits an apron super kick, but Honest tosses him off of the apron onto the outside. Honest takes over, working over Gargano's back. Honest with a dragon sleeper on the ropes, then hits a drop kick for a 2 count. He goes for the chin lock up. He applies the chin lock, basically a rest hold. Gargano comes back with the gotcha kick, but Honest never mind. I'm sorry, distracted. But Honest ties him up in the trio wall. Gargano avoids the ghetto stomp, and goes for the ability suplex to Honest in the turnbuckle. Gargano mounts a combat, hitting the Enziguri in the second rope flatliner for a 2 count. Gargano hits the swing shot spear for a 2 count. Running corner Enziguri by Gargano, but Honest counters a head scissors and plants his face right on the mat, like wow, insane, for a 2 count. Honest hits the second chance moonsault. Basically, what that is, he goes for the top rope, he goes for the moonsault, but Gargano rolls out of the way. But then he goes for the second chance moonsault, basically a backflip, on the canvas, which is pretty cool. And he does it too. Like I said, pretty cool the way he does it. But only gets it too. They start trading strikes to each other. Honest goes for the spinning back elbow for a 2 count. Gargano goes for a super kick for a 2 count. Both men goes for a clothesline at the same time, and both men goes down at this point. Honest with the knee strike in the corner, from the corner, then goes for the La Sombra from the ropes, but Gargano slips out and hits him with the cheeky, basically the super kick, basically, but it's a weird name there, by the way. Cheeky Nados super kick, but it's a move that Will Ospreay is known to doing. But anyways, but Honest gets a sit-up powerbomb and hits the rolling basement Miniora, which is on the right knee, by the way. Honest goes for a second one but misses, and Gargano goes for the swing shot spear, which I call it the torpedo, and hits the move that Tetsuya Naito is known doing, Destino. And I see myself, holy shit. Actually, I don't remember saying that in live reactions, but I thought it's super pretty cool that Gargano went for that. I thought something like CN Honest will go for it, because CN Honest goes back with goes way back with Tetsuya Naito, which is why CN Honest gave Tetsuya Naito the blessing to call their faction from New Japan Los Ingobernables de Japón. Where was I? Oh yeah. So after the Destino, Almas kicks out too. And by the way, he did it out of the corner. By the way, I just thought I should point that out. By the way, they bail on the apron. Gargano hits the slingshot DDT on the apron to Almas. Like, holy shit, that was awesome. Usually he does it in the ring, but he did it outside the ring on the apron, the hardest part of the ring. He gets back in the ring, but only gets a 2 count. Gargano then goes for the Gargan no escape submission move, but then Almas blocks it. Almas then goes for a running basement Meteora, the rain knee, but Gargano counters with a clothesline, followed by the lawn dart, the lawn dart, like shooting a long dart into the dartboard. Selena also and she distracts Gargano because Gargano's trying to go for a super kick to the kneeling Andrade Cien Almas, but then Gargano counters. So because of that distraction, Cien try to go after Gargano, but Gargano counters Cien and goes for the inside cradle for a 2 count. Gargano then hits the ODIY, the DIY basement super kick that he does, which by the way is when it comes to that, it also when it comes to him teaming up with Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa does the rain knee, and while Gargano does the super kick, but anyways, but he hits it, but it's only a 2 count. Then they start fighting on the turnbuckle until Cien hits the ghetto stomp on the apron to Gargano. Like, holy shit, that was awesome. And then at this point, Cien he drives Gargano into the LED board apron, basically repeatedly. Like, holy shit, he tried give him a concussion there. Then he goes for his again for the running basement Meteora, which is again the running knee into the corner, and then goes for the cover of Gargano, but Gargano kicks out, and then we get Almas and Selena Vega in shock that he kicked out of it. Then Almas slaps Gargano repeatedly. Gargano fights back. Almas goes for a big chop to Gargano, but then Gargano goes for a super kick and goes for a reverse Frankenstein onto Cien. Like, holy shit. Takeover was a good show. I will give it a 8.5. Oh, cool. Like, yeah, who's this again? Gino. Hey, what's up, Gino? What's going on? Yeah, it was a good show. I'll give my overall rating afterwards. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10. Good rating. It was a good show. What was I? Oh yeah, so like I said, Gargano fights back at Cien. Cien and Almas. Almas goes for another big chop. Gargano with a super kick, and like I said, the reverse Frankensteiner. Then goes for the La Mystica, and then goes into the Gargano. Basically, it's like a crazy modified head scissors. And then he goes for his Gargan no escape submission hold, his finishing move. Cien and Almas trying to go to get out of it, but Gargano still got locked on. And then Selena Vega grabs the hand of Almas, and basically referee catches her, and this was enough distraction for Almas to break the eyes of Gargano, and then Gargano blocks the La Sombra, and I mean. Well, La Sombra is Cien. He blocks Cien, and wipes Cien with a tope con hilo. I mean a tope suicide dive basically. Tope suicide. I don't know. I'm just reading. Anyways, but then Selena Vega gets involved. After the referee got distracted, Selena Vega goes for her Hurricanrana off the ring apron onto Gargano, and all of a sudden, Almas gets Gargano off the steps. Oh wait, I'm sorry. When Selena Vega did the Hurricanrana to Gargano went to the steps basically. Basically face first to the steps, and that's when Almas goes out there to bring Gargano back in the ring, and then he goes for. Remember how we went for. Oh yeah, he hits on the La Sombra. but Gargano kicks out of it. And then Selena Vega is in shock after this. Gargano's on guard, was getting cheers for the fan. Props for the fans, by the way. I think they were chanting Johnny Wrestling or Johnny. Basically, they were fully behind Johnny Gargano. Selena Vega then goes after Gargano, who's outside the ring, because while the referee's checking on CN, and then Candice LeRae jumps off the barricade to go after Selena Vega, and they start fighting, and they start fighting over the barricade, and they start fighting all the way backstage. I'm like, holy shit, awesome! They got Gargano's wife involved, Candice LeRae, who's again signed with NXT. So we go back to the match. So CN, CN was getting Gargano another thing, but then also on Gargano, he hits the swing shot DDT. Then he goes for the Gargan no escape. Well, I'm sorry. First he went for the pinfall for the swing shot DDT, and then when Andrade Cien Almas kicked out, that's when he went for the Gargan no escape submission hold. And from there, he's fighting, and also got to the ropes, and they go back on the apron. Also in CN, he drives Gargano's head into the LED ring post, and then he went for the basement Miyonora, which again is the running knee, but it's this time to the ring post, which probably has been covered by the LED board. But they head back up to the top. Then CN hits the draping La Sombra and gets a 3 count in the win. But that's what they call them. Basically, the Sombra is the hammerlock DDT. That's what it is. Basically, your winner is still NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas. And holy shit, this match was incredible, folks. My top 3 matches on this card. First one, just NXT Championship. Second one, the Extreme Rules match, and then the third one will be the NXT Tag Team Championship. The other 2 matches, those are my least favorites, but they weren't bad matches either. Velveteen Dream versus Cassius Ohno. That match, when it comes to my least favorite, my number one favorite was my number one least favorite was the NXT Women's Championship, and then Velveteen Dream versus Cassius Ohno. So yeah, holy shit, this was incredible. And yeah, so after the match, Andrade Cien Almas was being celebrated by Selena Vega. Selena Vega came back right away, and then Candice LeRae was checking on her husband, Johnny Gargano, in the ring, and that was it. So all of a sudden, Gargano was being helped up by his wife, and everyone was giving him a standing ovation. The crowds, they enjoyed Johnny Gargano wrestling against Andrade Cien Almas, and they end up being on the stage where they're giving one more ovation from the crowds. All of a sudden, Tommaso Ciampa comes out of nowhere with a crutch and nails him from the back really hard. I'm like, holy shit. And Gargano, by the way, he's still not 100%, folks. He's in his knee brace, but he's not 100%. He's still on crutches, and and he was looking down on Gargano, while Candice LeRae was there, looking helpless, and Tommaso Ciampa looking crazy. The Cecilia psychopath has come back. I mean, the Sicilian psychopath, I meant to say. He has come back. But they're not going to call him that, though. He's not going to be called the Sicilian psychopath. I don't think he's even going to be called the psycho killer. I think he's going to be called the Blackheart, because he's got a t-shirt that says Blackheart, and it's supposed to be him, but except it's not actually him. Because it's not a picture of him. It's basically a skull with his bushy beard. But yeah, the Sicilian psychopath Tommaso Ciampa is back. But again, he doesn't look like he's 100% yet, folks. But that's another thing. In my preview, I said to you on the preview before, if you guys never seen my preview, that Tommaso Ciampa was going to be there to cause Johnny Gargano, but that's not what happened. But I still end up being right where Tommaso Ciampa showed up anyways. Wow. So yeah, they're gonna do this feud between these two pretty soon. When Tommaso Ciampa is 100% and clear to wrestle. But as of right now, he's doing 100%, because after what he did to Gargano, he starts limping away. So, and Candice LeRae is right there checking on her husband Gargano, and that's the show. That's how it ends. Wow, what a show, folks! This was an incredible show. This NXT Championship title match, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but it lasted 32 minutes and 34 seconds. It was a long match, and I loved it. Me, in my personal opinion, this match delivered. To me, I thought this was the best match on the card. So that being said, let me go back to the matches so I can give you the star ratings, and I'll give you my overall star rating. Here we go. The Undisputed Era, it featured Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, retaining the NXT Tag Team Championships against AOP, which is Authors of Pain, Akon and Razor. 14 minutes and 50 seconds. This match I'll give it a 3.5. Velveteen Dream defeats Cassius Ohno in 10 minutes and 45 seconds. I'm gonna give this match a 2.5. Ember Moon retained her NXT Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler in 10 minutes and 6 seconds. I'm gonna give it a 3 stars. 3 stars, yeah. Aleister Black defeats Alan Cole in the Extreme Rules match in 22 minutes and 2 seconds. I'll give it a 4 stars. And finally, the NXT Championship with Andrade Cien Almas retaining his championship against Johnny Gargano in 32 minutes and 34 seconds. 5 star. I'm going out right now. 5-star match between these two. These two guys always deliver. And you especially got the involvement of Selena Vega, and then you added in Candice LeRae. Wow, incredible match. So yeah, I'm giving it 5 stars. I don't care. It's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So, that being said, my overall scoring for the show, 9 out of 10. And there you go. So yeah, that being said, I'm gonna wrap up from there. And thank you all for watching. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you thought about the show. If you've seen the show, let me know what you thought about the show in the comments below. And you can also let me know, or you can also give me the star rating and stuff, how you feel about the show too. And there you go. So, I'm gonna get out here now, so thank you all for watching. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., the Natural Born Thriller. Please subscribe. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours, and yours alone. So that being said, like I said, I'll wrap up from here. This has been your WWE NXT TAKEOVER Philadelphia review, the show from January 27th, 2018. And I'm out. Peace on the streets.